There was a point in my life where I got absolutely no buns, bro. And I actually think it was so bad that I thought that I was going to have to pay for play. I thought I was going to have to like hire an escort or something in order to lose my V card, dog. But I remember telling myself one day, one lonely night, after probably gooning or something like that, like, yo, I can't keep going on like this. I can't be 30, 40, 50 years old and still be a V card holder. Like, there's absolutely no way. I mean, I'm an able-bodied male. You know what I mean? At the time, I thought it was chopped. You know what I mean? So I was like, look, I might be chopped, but, I got 2 limbs or 4 limbs and stuff like that. So I feel like I should be able to at least pull like, a 3 out of 10 or something like that. Now it's crazy because these days with hypergamy, pulling a 3 out of 10 is actually a lot more difficult than it used to be to pull a dime, but that's neither here nor there. My point is I had to start switching up my strategy, right? So I started to notice that the girls that I would fuck with were never the ones that would rock with me, bro, right? It would always be the ones that I didn't even really want like that would be rocking with me, dog. So you know what I did, bro? I did the unthinkable. I started just fucking with the girls that fuck with me. And things started coming my way a lot easier. And what you gotta understand is that when you start doing this method, bro, you start to attract more women anyway, because it doesn't matter how they look. Like, it genuinely does not matter. The fact that you get women and the fact that you're secure and the fact that you get women attracts girls just like flies to shit, bro. I'm just gonna be just all the way quite honest with you. But things really started to change when I started cracking Asian shit, man. Because, cracking an Asian girl as a black man, or like just talking to Asian women as a black man, I feel like it's such a crazy feat. Because, right, you got the Oxford study where a lot of them like the white dudes and stuff like that, which is fine. Love who you want to love, dog. You know what I mean? No judgment at all. But it's like, bro, it's two opposite ends of the spectrum, bro. You would never really expect it. But it's crazy because I noticed that there was a huge difference in the way that I was treated, right? And I don't think that this had much to do with the fact that they was Asian. More so, I think it was more so that they were like really just feeling me or whatever the case may be. But any Asian girl I'd ever talked to, I noticed that it was so much easier. You know what I mean? It was just like they were just like very receptive. Like, they made me feel really good. You know what I mean? And the reason I bring this up is because I saw this video of this guy who went to, like, I forget what country. I think it was like Vietnam. And there was some lady there that was like literally like laying it on thick. Like, she was like, wow, you're the prize. You look so good tonight. You know what I mean? And I feel like in my experience with Asian women, man, they definitely, like, they're not afraid to tell you, like, hey, you look good type shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes girls be afraid to say shit like that. But honestly, that make us feel good as men. That makes us feel good. You feel me? And my experience with Asian women honestly has been such a plus, such a positive. So much so I'm dating one now. Like, that's my girl Asian. You feel me? And so I feel like life really started changing when I started fucking with Asian girls, because it showed me that I don't have to try and go get the baddie and whatever. Sometimes the baddie will just come to me. You feel me? And I started carrying that mindset with me everywhere I went. You know what I mean? I started developing like a great, very confident mindset, to where no matter what room I walked into, I just assumed that there was gonna be a girl that wanted me. You know what I'm saying? And so when you adopt this mindset, what ends up happening is it comes true. Because I feel like anytime I've walked into a room and I was like, I don't know, I feel like I get that exact result. I don't know. But if you walk into a room thinking like, yeah, I can knock down everything in here, I feel like you get that exact same result. And I think it has to do with the way that you move and the way that you carry yourself and things of that nature. But yeah, bro, like, definitely start cracking some Asian females, man. The ABGs, man, I'm telling you, if you can, dog. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they treated me well. They probably gonna treat other dudes well and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna treat you well, bro, is what I mean. You feel me? So I feel like you have to just expand your range. Like, so many people are so locked in on like, oh, like, this is my type. But you know what? That's actually such cap, bro. I don't understand why people claim to have types, because I don't think anyone really has a type. You know what I mean? Because why would you have a type? Like, if there's a beautiful woman, and there's a beautiful woman, but like, no one has ever said, oh, well, she's not my type, so I'm not gonna go and talk to her. Like, if she looks good, then she looks good, whatever the case may be, go and do it. You know what I'm saying? But more importantly than that, like, I feel like as guys, we need to kind of stop with the mindset of like, oh yeah, I have to like court her and I have to like spend all this money on her and things of that nature, bro. Because I've never really been a big fan of that. I just feel like women will make it a lot easier when they actually like you, right? No matter what race she is, right? She's actually gonna make that shit way easier when she actually likes you, because she actually wants you. You feel me? And this is the thing that a lot of guys don't understand. Like, women are actually more horny than men, bro. Did you know that? Women be wanting to get cracked, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. Like, you think they just like sugar spice spice everything nice, goody two shoes and things of that nature. Nah, bro, like they be having rose toys and shit. Be having no like 20, 12-inch like dildos and shit, man. I'm dead serious. They be having these items in their inventory, bro. And a lot of guys don't really know this or realize this because they've never been around a woman that actually desired them, bro. When a woman actually desires you, you realize you don't have to try, you don't have to have game. She will laugh at everything that you say. This is why I've always said, bro, like, dude, guys have it backwards. Guys think that girls like funny dudes. Oh yeah, if you're a funny guy, bro. Oh yeah, he can laugh. He can laugh her out her drawers, bro. If you're ugly, bro, it doesn't matter how funny you are. You could be Dave goddamn Chappelle. She's gonna just view you as some weirdo, some creep, bro. Let you make one kind of off-center joke, you're done for, buddy. Let me tell you, all right. But if you are an attractive guy, she's gonna laugh at everything that you say, bro. It does not matter. I'm telling you right now. So instead of trying to focus on getting your funny levels up and things of that nature, or getting your money up, because that's another cope that a lot of guys say, oh yeah, when you get your money up, dude, all you're gonna attract is gold diggers, bro. You're not gonna have any genuine burning desire. And trust me, having genuine burning desire like having a girl actually desire you is a lot different than a girl just kind of tolerating you because you have money or you have funds or you have resources and shit like that, bro. Like, you really don't have to have anything. You could really be broke. Think about it. There are girls literally out here, there are literally women out here that will date broke dudes, right? And they don't want you to know this, bro. It's a psyop when they say you got to spend all this money, bro. It's girls out here, like, bro, half of baby daddies is broke, bro. It's a lot of broke baby daddies out here, yet they keep running back to the same dude, bro. Girls date bums all the time. All the time, bro. How many times you gotta, bro, girls love dating bums, you know what I mean? Because they provide and they dropping off that big meat. You feel me? It's transactional. But my point is, you don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a girl likes you. Now, I'm not saying that you just should never cold approach or never go up to a woman, but genuinely, bro, if you just sit back and let the girls that like you and go for them instead of trying to force shit all the time, you'll have a much better experience with dating. And I feel like that's the issue with 2026 times, like Gen Z and shit. It's that, like, y'all be wanting to like all these baddies and things of that nature. But the truth of the matter is that if you were to just start with the girls that actually give you attention, I don't care, bro. I don't care. Oh, because I guarantee you in the comment section, oh well, Cam, it's only the big girls. I only get the tortas. I ain't gonna lie, you gonna have to become a torta pounder for a little bit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. You gotta start at level 1, G. You can't just jump to the last level, dog. All right, you have to start at level 1. You can't just, oh my gosh. Like, okay, let's say that you were trying to dunk, right? You don't start by just like, you don't keep trying over and over. Oh, I can't, why am I not getting the dunk? Oh my gosh. And you get frustrated. Bro, you got to do plyometrics. You got to do certain workouts that help get your vertical up, and then you dunk, bro, okay? Practice makes perfect, all right? Perfect practice makes perfect. So, yes, bro, pound them tortas, bro. You know what I mean? Pound whoever comes your way, bro. Whoever comes your way, just keep doing that shit, man. And when you keep doing that shit, eventually, over time, guess what? You're going to get to the point where you could just knock down baddies. You know why? Because your energy is going to be different. I don't care, bro. She could be a 3 out of 10, 4, 5 out of 10, bro. You're going to keep moving up the ladder because you're going to start carrying yourself different, bro. Let me tell you something right now, bro. All right? And this is some real shit. All right, what's the difference between the guy who's talking to a baddie, but she got so many options, he not even getting none because she got a lot of other dudes in her phone, versus, you know, you get the little average looking thing, maybe she a little chunky and shit like that, and you over here getting your shit slopped every single day. Which one would you rather be? The nigga chasing or the niggas that's getting slopped every day? You would rather be a nigga getting slopped every day. You know why? Because guess what? You just stack days. You stack days. And when you stack days, bro, you're eventually going to get to the point where it's like, dang, bro, like, you know what? I done had so much slop. Like, I feel like I'm really him. Meanwhile, the guy that's just trying to go straight for the baddie, for the bad bit, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got none in like months, years even. He has no success. It's just like with anything in life. It's like goals, right? You can't just sit here and say, I want 1 million subscribers. Like, that might be an overarching goal, but you have to start with 10 subscribers, then 100, and then 1,000, and then 10,000, and then 50,000, and then 100,000, and then 500,000, and then 1 million. You start by hitting these little goals. And when you hit these little goals, that builds confidence to go towards your big goals, right? It's like a Mario Kart. In Mario Kart, right, you like there's the goals to become first at the finish line, right? But you can't just jump to the finish line. You got like the little speed boost every time. Every goal you hit is a speed boost. You know what I'm saying? Every torta you pound is a speed boost. You know what I'm saying? Use that shit to rocket yourself up to the top, my nigga. You feel me? But anyway, man, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section.